Hello, this is Sidemind. Welcome to my channel. As you can see in the screen, we're probably going to be going over adding Warlock Invocations to your D&D Beyond character sheet. It is possible to do this, although the feature is not actually implemented yet, so it's not actually possible to use the Homebrew tool in a normal way to add an invocation. But there is a workaround you can do using feats. Now, as with most workarounds, there are pros and cons. The pro is that, of course, you get to further customize your character. So you'll be able to create new invocations to further customize your Warlock as long as you have the DM approval, which is pretty much the only pro. That's all you want to do. The cons, and there are two of them. Firstly, they will show under feats feats instead of the invocations feature, but will still apply the benefits, so don't worry. Secondly, it is not possible to have the sheet enforce any prerequisites you may want the invocation to have. This will require the trust between DM and player that they are being added correctly. So it's not too bad. Let's take a look onto D&D Beyond. Yeah, sorry, that's pretty good. So let's go. Where's my characters on here? There we go. So this is the character. I haven't fully filled in everything yet. I still got to finish them, the feat selections. So for this, I created two homebrew invocations as feats. First one, basic one. I've already done these just to save time. Warlock Invocation, which is light as a feather. That's just the text that they can cast Featherfall at will. And all we did was just click to add the spell Featherfall. It shows here. You just add it there. I tend to choose cast at levels and stuff, but you don't need to bother with that. So we needed to do. The other one is Warlock Invocation Distorted Presence. I do put the Warlock Invocation in the titles, so it's easier to see when I'm looking at my feats, because it will show up as a feat, but you don't want it to for normal feat selection. So that's there to remind you that it's an invocation. You see here we put in the prerequisite here. Basically all we did, I did, was just type it in here. In this case, prerequisite 5th level Warlock. That's what I did. I left the entire rest of it blank, and then once saved, you then have to cancel out of it because it doesn't like it being blank. But I will come back here, and then you can see that it does. There, my door is squeaking. And like if we take a look, it would show up here. Now, there's no way to force that to apply. You can't even do that with class levels anyway for normal feat prerequisites. You can for character level, but that doesn't apply here. So it's just basically just text there to remind you. I forgot to actually add what I was going to do for this, which is basically you can cast a mirror image at will. So I haven't actually finished this yet. Let's get to ahead of myself. So add spell. Simple enough. Mirror. Pretty much leave it all as it is. This is going to be add well, so you don't have to bother with limitations or anything like that. You will struggle with some of the options that you have available. For example, you won't be able to force it to spell slots because feats can't do that. then the person who's using it can literally just click the spell slot checkbox that way. So still works either way. Let's save changes for that. So our character is very human. Now, there is some limitations because of the fact that we're doing this as feats. They won't show up in those options where you get to select an invocation. It won't show up whether it's in the class feature or the Eldritch Adept feat. So let's say I go to my character. Make sure that Homebrew is turned on. Now, because he's already human, we'll choose the feat Eldritch Adept. Yeah, okay. There we go. Again, I don't know if you'll be able to see these boxes come up. They don't always appear on the recordings. I still haven't found out why. You'll see. So Eldritch Adept, obviously, it won't show up here in the options that comes up. So all we can do is just leave it blank. Choose an option. And then we do the same in our here. The other thing is, so let's say I get it last. Now let's say that we were level 5 and we wanted to add the level 5 one. We can just leave it blank. So this guy's going to have Armor of Shadows for Mage Armor, and he's going to have the Agonizing Blast to add to his Eldritch Blast. Whereas we're going to, because we're going to select these for the feat, we're going to leave it blank. So it is going to be a bit weird there. Then we'd have to add the feat manually to the character. So we'd have to go to feats, or features and traits, feats, manage feats. And it should be in here somewhere now. Because they're all under the W. It should be easier to find. So yeah. So Warlock Invocation, that was our level 5 one. And Light's Feather. Sure. You can see it says pre-accept. Because we wrote it twice. Oh well, doesn't matter. There we go. And what they should have done is apply the spells as at will. So yeah, it is going to be limited because obviously, if we are going out of features, we can see notifications. It will say it's no choice made. Under that one, it'll be the same again under the racial feat, Eldritch Adept, but nothing chosen. But there you go. It will look weird, but otherwise it will apply the effects as normal. So hopefully that's one way of adding Warlock Invocations to your character. Hope this helps. Thank you very much. Bye.